A few weeks ago, I posted a Google form allowing my audience to vote on what games I should play next or should be on my radar. I also had a text box for people to submit other games for me to play. And, let's just say there were a lot of games suggested. I wanted to take an opportunity to just list them all. The first three on the form were playthroughs that I'm considering but not necessarily guaranteeing on the channel, being Amori, Tunic, Disco Elysium. Then, simply to gauge interest, I threw every game I could think of on the end, including Nine Souls, In Stars and Time, Blueprints, The Witness, Inscription, Lobotomy Corporation, One Shot, Animal Well, Hades 2, Noida, Sea of Stars, Pacific Drive, Voices of the Void, Scarlet Hollow, Half-Life, Cave Story, Look Outside, Spiritfarer, Return of the Obra Dinn. So again, no promises I'll be playing any of these. I was simply trying to gauge community interest. Another thing with being a Let's Player is that sometimes people will want you to play a game but not consider or realize that they themselves might not even be willing to watch you play that same game. And then you go, what was I playing this for? So ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm going to be going with what I want to do and think is right. Now, I had 90 responses to this form. So let's just get through some of the suggested games that weren't on my list, just to show you how many there are, in alphabetical order. 1000 Times Resist, A Short Hike, Alana of the Arena, Anton Blast, Art of Rally, Bastion, Batman Arkham series, Breath of the Wild, Brutal Orchestra, Bug Fables, Carrion, Cassette Beasts, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Caves of Quad, Citizen Sleeper, Cloudpunk, Koru.Observer, Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, Crosscode, Crown Trick, Darkest Dungeon, Dead Cells, Dead Core, Dead Space, Delusional Office, Deponia, Dispatch, Doom Eternal, Dredge, Duskers, Ina Dream Barbecue, Enter the Gungeon, Environmental Station Alpha, Expedition 33, I Divine Cybermancy, Factorio, Faith the Unholy Trinity, Feed the Deep, Fez, Franbo, FTL, Fury? Gris, Heaven Will Be Mine, Horizon Zero Dawn, Hotline Miami 2, Hyper Light Drifter, In Other Waters, Inkshade, Inside, Into the Breach, Isles of Sea and Sky, Katana Zero, Kingdom Rush, Kingsway, Kona, Library of Ruina, Limbus Company, Lisa Series, Little Misfortune, Little Witch in the Woods, Lorne's Lure, Lunacid, Manifold Garden, Mars Horizon, Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, Mind Cop, Monument Valley, Mutazione, Naissance, Night in the Woods, Nightmare Reaper, Nuclear Throne, Off, OSU, Oxygen Not Included, Pathologic, Pizza Tower, Poly Bridge, Prey, Pseudo Regalia, Pyre, Resident Evil 7, Ruiner, Signalis, Slime Rancher, South Scrimshaw, Stacklands, Star Control 2, Stray, Super Lesbian Animal RPG, Sword of the Sea, Terraria, that one game, the one where you do stuff with the thing, The Altars, The Binding of Isaac, The Midnight Walk, The Talos Principle, Transistor, UQM, Void Stranger, White Knuckle, Yumaniki, Zato, and Zero Ranger. And finally, last but not least, were the games suggested to me that I have actually already played on the channel. To the people who suggested Outer Wilds, Portal, Portal 2, and Journey, I already have playthroughs of these games available to watch on my channel. They will be linked in the description. And to those who suggested The Beginner's Guide, The Stanley Parable, Chants of Sinar, Slay the Princess, Ori and the Blind Forest, Celeste, Undertale, or Persona, I have either completed these games on my own time or have watched enough people play the game so a playthrough would not be blind at all and probably be less interesting because of it. Anyways, I'll use this opportunity to mention real quick that despite all these games, I'm still a bit undecided on what exactly I will be playing next on the channel, and I don't want to promise anything yet. I've tried recording a few games, including one that you might not expect, but I have yet to feel like I know what I'm doing and will probably be taking a short hiatus from specifically videos sometime soon until I have a better idea of what's going to be happening on my channel. Though I could still be posting Silksong in the meantime, I don't I'm not entirely sure. Now, with all that out of the way, let me get to the real reason I'm making this video. It's because I had a joke section where you could just write whatever you wanted to me. Many of you were very nice, and I loved and read and appreciate every comment that I got in that vein. I also got a lot of comments where I see a surprising number of you are either trans, lesbians, or just meowing in the message box. In fact, meowing was probably the single most common response. Many meows, many meow meows, even a meow 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 meow. So hello to all of the cats I see apparently watching my Let's Plays. You, along with the rest of animal kind, are welcome here in my community, whatever I'm choosing to call it. I don't have a name for it yet. I don't have a name for it yet! But no, none of these are why I made this video. It's because of one single person. Someone used this opportunity to ask me a question. And because it's a Google form, I could not answer. And I wanted to answer. And I don't even have any kind of guarantee that the anonymous person who submitted this question will even see my attempt, my one and only method of attempting to answer. I have no guarantee they'll see this. But I mean, I hope they do. Because they asked, what type of armor do you imagine wearing as a knight? I want to make pixel art. And what weapon do you use? Sword long or short, with or without shield, a bow or a whip just in case? Thank you very much for asking. So, to preface, my current avatar is only the face of my channel for now, and while it may be the official Knight of Iron design at the moment, I am planning and gearing for a possible redesign in the future that I'll be able to use a bit more consistently across the channel, as there are a couple elements I'd probably want included, as well as just being more mindful of certain design philosophies. But the current design is perfectly acceptable, and in my mind, you cannot go wrong with it. So, to answer the actual question, I'm not actually well versed on different types of armors, though for the future redesign I might have to be. So whatever is fine, though heavy armor isn't really my style. As the Knight of Iron, I've always used a short sword with a green gem or crystal in its hilt, primarily. Though I've developed a fondness for a lot of characters and games that use bows, so while maybe less canon, I would not mind a bow as well. So I don't really mind any in all fan art, unless it's AI. No AI, please. I also want to quickly mention the design is fine without armor, because while I am a knight, I have found when attempting to draw myself that armor is pretty hard to draw. So in my redesign, I might have a canonical non-armored outfit as well. Who knows? It's probably a little while away from happening, and also, at this point in the video, I don't think literally anyone is caring about what I have to say about my avatar, or even watching this far, which is bad for me because the more I talk, the more the watch time metric is probably going down on the video analytics, which is bad for me because it means that nobody's going to be watching past this point.